seems very normal to me to be one of the only women in the room.
When it comes to aerospace engineering, that kind of is the truth, with about 15% of that industry being female. But right here in Colorado, one woman I spoke with is paving the way and changing that narrative.
I'm Lisa May. I'm the Deputy Space Exploration Architect in Advanced Programs for Lockheed Martin. And I am what's known as a systems engineer by temperament and discipline, which is someone who frames problems. What do we have to do? How well do we have to do it? How do we know when we've gotten there? And it's a particular way of setting up difficult challenges like sending people to the moon.
Well, that's the big project Lisa is working on now at Lockheed Martin. Over her 30-year career in the industry, she's worked at NASA centers and headquarters. But let's take a step back.
I was always good in math and science. However, my undergraduate degree was in speech communications, and I worked in radio news. I was also the English grader for an engineering professor. In some ways, he talked both the department into letting me in and me into pursuing the degree. So I ended up getting a master's in mechanical engineering and was one of 3 women in the graduate program when I was there. On my first job, I was working in a shipyard, and there was one other woman in my department. For someone with as many years in this business as I have, that's called Wednesday.
Now at Lockheed, Lisa is surrounded by female leaders, from the Executive Vice President of Aeronautics to the company's CEO, Marilyn Houston. While she did just announce she'll be stepping down in June, Lisa is looking toward future leaders.
I'm really excited about the fact that I work with a lot of early career women and can walk into a technical meeting and realize 60% of the room is women, not just me. One of the things I'm most proud of is being able to collaborate with some of the smartest and most creative people that I've ever met.
Even with so much experience, Lisa still gets excited about the project she's working on.
It's overwhelming. It's very emotional to know that you've been part of that, and launches and landings really get to me. I'm very excited about when we start sending humans back to the moon and we have the first woman landing on the moon. It's really exciting to be part of enabling that, and it's good to take a step back and realize that that's what you're doing. So this gateway would provide an orbiting home away from home for crew that arrive on the Orion spacecraft from Earth. So when the first woman and the next man go to the surface of the moon, it would be through that hatch into a lunar lander that goes to the surface. The biggest challenge currently is going through the entire internet and ensuring no one ever says manned spaceflight again.
Every week we'll be highlighting these untold stories right here on Denver 7. And make sure you head to thedenverchannel.com. We'll have resources and even some contact info for many of the women you just heard from, so you can find out how you can pave the way too.